Let's
I
do that. Kat knows this. I've got to do it right out of the gate.
know I should just do it. Well, I
I
think
got
I
it.
do automatically record it through my note taker, but
Yeah.
yeah, it's better to just send it to Zoom.
Okay, let's get going. All right. So, you guys, I'm excited to introduce you to Michael. We came across him a few months ago because one of my friends, and you guys may know her, Sandy McDuffie from out of Las Vegas. She's been working with Michael for quite some time, and she had sent a video out on how she handles and works with her customers through open houses. And I was so impressed. I like immediately scheduled a demo and got on a call with Michael and signed up for what he's going to share with you today immediately. And it's been a game changer for my business. Um, so I'm going to introduce Michael. Michael is the CEO of Cato. He spent the last 14 years working in real estate and marketing. He's spoken on some of the biggest stages in the industry, including NARS Expo. Long before ChatGPT, he made chatbots a thing. He was already building them. He's the co-founder of Go Hire, and he created a chatbot that went viral, generating over 100,000 conversations across more than 100 countries in under 30 days. What I love about Michael is that he makes technology very practical, easy to use, and super easy to understand. So, everyone, help me welcome Michael. And Michael, I will let you take it from here.
Awesome, Heather, Kat, Brooke, thank you so much for inviting me today. How's everyone doing? Can I get a thumbs up? Hopefully you guys are feeling good. Happy New Year. I'm hearing we're getting
Recording in
listings.
progress.
Again, we're going to
We're
move
gonna get a
fast,
lot
but
of work.
let's
So
pick
let's
up the
get
speed a little
going.
bit. Here's I'm going to
Sorry, got that muted.
Let me go ahead and share my screen. So let me double check. We got that going on here, and we'll get right to it. I know everyone's time's very valuable here. Let's just make sure we got that. Here's that. All right. All right. Can we see my screen here?
Yes.
Perfect.
Yes.
So let's get started, folks. My name is Michael Lamb, founder of Cato. Now, I've worked with hundreds of agents from new ones to top producing teams. The ones that are winning listings, they're not selling homes though, folks, right? They're selling it themselves. And they're doing it fast with tools that make them look polished and professional without wasting hours on building out presentations. So let's quickly go over this. Let's talk about why agents, even good ones, lose out on listings at the appointment. First, most agents are not designers, right? They know their business, they know the clients, but when it comes to building out a presentation, they get stuck, second guessing themselves on font, layout, instead of focusing on the pitch itself. And if they're able to manage and pull in their documents, their testimonials, their videos, by the time they're done, it's taking them hours to get this all complete. So, what most agents do is they'll skip this entire process and will just send out an email with a wall of links and documents for the clients to download. Here's the thing, how does the client feel? In a very competitive environment, standing out is crucial in the first interaction. So most clients, when they see an email with links and documents, well, they're overwhelmed. They're not engaged and not impressed. So this is where Cato comes in. Cato can help you build out these beautiful, interactive digital presentations in minutes right from your phone. You can drag and drop your content, your CMA, your drone videos, even your past listings. You can even record a video directly on the presentation itself. When you're ready, you're just sending out a single link. There's no extra tools needed. You don't need a design team. You just need yourself. Now you present it beautifully. It's just one link, one professional experience. Now, Cato isn't just for listings, though. It's great and used throughout the entire sales cycle. So you're using Cato for the pre-listing before the appointment that sets you apart. But then you're using Cato for a polished open house with built-in lead capture. And when you end up closing on your property, you're using Cato to drop in the closing statement to generate additional referrals and collect more reviews all in one experience. And if you're working with buyers, you're using Cato to onboard new clients to justify your value with a clean, organized experience. Now, with over 40 customizable templates, you can deliver your value every step of the way, no matter the client, no matter the scenario. Now, I'm going to give you this a quick example here. This is a customer of ours. His name is HD, and he used Cato, where he got an online seller lead that he needed to meet within 3 days. So what he decided to do is instead of sending an email with full of documents, he uses Cato to build out a personalized page. And get this, he does it in under 10 minutes. He records a quick personalized video, puts the homeowner name right on the page, and all he does is sends out a single link. This impressed the homeowner so much it landed him a $1.5 million listing. Now, what's great about this product is that it's a system. It's a rinse and repeat type of system. So he used the exact same process and went after an expired listing and won his biggest deal of his career, a $4 million opportunity, using the exact same strategy. Now, if you went on our website, cato.com, unfortunately, you're gonna only be able to join our waitlist. Cato intentionally is designed to be an exclusive product. It's truly a competitive advantage for you to use Cato, but it's not designed for everybody though, folks. But we're gonna do something special today. With Be Epic Marketing, we're gonna do something special where everyone is gonna have an opportunity to get access and give it a try. Now, before I even go into a little bit more about pricing and any of that nature, I want to give you a live demo because everything that I've shared with you is it's assuming you're on your computer, but we know realtors are always on their phone. They're always on the phone. You guys are always on the go. So let me set up this scenario right now with you. I'm gonna pull up my phone. I'm gonna screencast my phone. So let me just make sure I can pull that. So can everyone see my phone? Okay, I'm just gonna make this a little bit smaller. There we go. I'm gonna pull it down. So can everyone see my phone right here? All right. Now, the scenario is this. Either you get a referral or you get a brand new lead from a seller lead. Either way, you have to, I always ask agents, what do you get most of your business from? 99% will always tell me I get it from referrals, right? But that doesn't mean you have a 100% conversion rate. It doesn't always mean you're going to get that business. So even though you get a referral, you have to reinforce to that referral why you were referred. So you need to make sure that that first touch point is very impressive. So whether you got a referral lead or whether it's a seller lead, you get on the phone call, you start, right? I'm sure everyone is trained to do the prospecting and set the appointment. So today is what, Tuesday? Let's say I set the appointment for Friday. So I get off the phone call. Let's say the seller name is Katie. I get off the phone call, Kit, and I set the appointment with Katie. Now I'm ready to go. At this point, I'm not in front of my computer. I might be in a coffee shop. I might be on the road. I want to do a quick video follow-up using Cato so I can send them my presentation. So I'm going to do this directly on my phone. So here's my phone right now. Here's the Cato app. I'm just going to record a quick video, folks. I'm going to pull up my phone, and you're going to see me here. Let it load up. There you go. There you go. I'm just going to hit record. All right. I'm just going to, again, set the setting. I just met with Katie. I hanged up on the phone call. How you doing, Katie? Great speaking with you today. I'm super excited to see you this coming Friday at 3 p.m. Now, I went ahead already, prepared the net sheet. I even got the sale comps. So I wanted to give this to you ahead of time, but we're going to go over it on Friday to give you the exact strategy to get you top dollar. But in the meantime, feel free to reach out, text back to me if you need anything. I'm looking forward to seeing you at 3 p.m. Bye. That's it, guys. I just did a quick video directly on my phone, okay? A quick message. And at this moment, I'm just going to go ahead and use my template. Again, within Cato is everything's templated out. So I'm going to create a new page. I already have all my preloaded template. I'm going to choose listing presentation right here. And I'm just going to modify it a little bit because I just made a video, but I want to personalize the page. I want to make sure I put their name right in it. So I'm going to say, I'm going to get rid of this and just type in Katie. Right, I'm just gonna, make a few changes here. Just some, simple, not too complicated. Again, I'm just personalizing it to Katie because that's the person I just spoke with. But I'm done. That's it. I recorded the video. I personalized it. I'm gonna save this now. And at this moment, it's actually building out my whole presentation. That's it. Now I can go ahead and text this from my phone. So I can go ahead and type in message, and I can just, I can go ahead and just put it, find my messages. I'll type in, there's Kelly, it's Katie. I'm just going to send it right to that person and hit text. That's it. That's all I'm doing. All I did is record it my phone, did a quick video follow-up, and I sent a text message out on a single link. Now let's take a look how this looks from the consumer side, right? When Katie sees this link, she clicks on it, it's going to load up the page, and it's going to immediately, it's a whole personalized page with Katie name right on the page. There's my video I just recorded. How you doing, Katie? Great speaking with you today. I'm scroll down. There's my listing presentation there. Here's my comps. But what, and here's my marketing services. Here's my market report, my net sheet. And what you'll notice though, folks, is that the net sheet is password protected. So is my comps, because I actually did not do the comps. I just got off the phone with them. How is it possible? But if what I just did though, folks, is I bought myself time between now and the appointment. I can go in the back end, go in and update this with the actual net sheet with the comp, so that when the day of the appointment, it's already there for them. All right, let me pull this out a little bit on the bigger screen so we can see this a little bit more. Okay. So for everyone following me, what I've just done, hopefully, thumbs up. Hopefully I'm not going too fast. Does it make sense? All right, so I'm going to go ahead and view this on a bigger screen so you can see this. Again, you saw what I did on my phone. I did not even touch the computer, but I built this whole page with the branding. It'll be your branding, your logo, but it's personalized to the person with the video. Here's the presentation. The presentation can easily be a Canva presentation built in. It can be a PDF document. The marketing services, all this is either a PDF or it can be a YouTube video. You can link in a video you've done to really demonstrate that you do drone videos or you do high-end videos, depending on your listing opportunity, right? Some opportunities doesn't require video marketing, but some do. You can also bring in live housing report. So depending on your location, we give you live housing data from Altos Research, and it's automatically updated every Monday for you. Automatically. So when your client sees this, it's always being updated. Now, scrolling down, my Google and Zillow reviews are automatically attached. So when we talk about your first impression, from getting that phone call to getting something like this, elevates your business tremendously because it makes you organized. You're not scattered. You have everything ready to go. And the thing here is the comps and the net sheets, they're password protected. So you're not needing to actually provide this for them into the day of the appointment. So what you do is when you have the time to go back in the office, well, you're going to have to go back and run the comps, just like every realtor does, right? That's something that you have to do no matter what. You have the appointment on Friday. You're just going to go in and edit the page, and you're just going to go through every single section one at a time. Within our product, everything is pretty much self-explanatory, and you're just going to go through each step one at a time. But then in terms of your content, you're just swapping it out. You're just adding in brand new content, add a new file or add a new link, right? That's all you're doing, adding files or adding links, and it preloads them right into the page itself. Any questions so far? That's it. Does that strategy make sense?
Hey, it's Randy. I did have a question. On the CMA,
Mhm.
do you have like a way, how do you add it? Is it a PDF that we put together, or how do you upload that?
Great question, Randy. Yeah, you just go to MLS and then you can just grab, like, for example, the RPR report or the comp report that you can just download as a PDF, and you're just taking this. Let's say right now, if I want to view this now, it's using our company's standard like template. So you have to replace this entirely. So you're just going to go in, edit this tile. You're going to replace it entirely with a brand new file, right? We give you options on what you want to put in, but you're just going to replace it with a brand new file from your computer. Just grab a PDF, drag, and just drop it right in here. That's it. And I mean, when you think about adding PDFs to a site, this is as easy as it gets. You just drag and drop it right in, and it goes right into the site.
Okay.
If you have links, maybe you're using a CMA system like the MoxieWorks, Cloud CMA, then you're just dropping in the link itself. And that's it. When you're done, you just hit finish, and the page itself gets updated. Beautiful. So this tactic works really well, and you can adopt this For every appointment you're doing, whether it's a referral or a brand new, it doesn't matter. For every referral, you're just using your phone, you're recording a quick video and sending it out. Over this weekend, I got a message from a client of ours who won a listing where she didn't have time to do the presentation, but after the appointment was over, she used Cato to do the video message, and that helped her get over the hump and secure the listing. And it was because of doing this exact same strategy, just recording a video, using one of the templates, and just sending it out as a single link.
Michael,
Now, mhm.
I'm sorry.
Hi,
Hi,
Kim.
this is
Hi.
Kim. Question for you on that marketing segment. Can you go back to your main page? So on the marketing services, is that again just something we can put in there, like he does a video, or we can put what other marketing stuff, maybe um, just ideas or graphics or things that we've done in the past where we've done, like a to-do list or a punch list or just different things that we do to get listings. Is that kind of what that's for?
Exactly. This
Okay.
this is your to-do list or showing them samples. Maybe you do property pages for your clients. You can and it's a website link. You can just again, you're just going to edit this, replace the content, and you're going to choose the option. So there's an option for link. Drop the link in. This could be a YouTube link, an Instagram reel. It's just a link. So just
Sure.
paste it right in there, and it's built inside the system.
Okay. And then I'm sorry, just one more quick question on that page with the market report. Did you say that that's something that is automatically uploaded based on our area, or we put in whatever we want?
So, a great question. So, this is powered by Altos Research. So, when
Okay.
you want this tailored towards your area, uh,
Uh-huh.
what you're going to do is, this will be part of training. We have a free trial for everyone to try, but essentially, you're just going to go in and add a brand new tile. You're going to go to your library, and in your library, there's something called market reports. Type in the zip code and look for it and select it, and that's how you can quickly bring in a live housing report based on zip
Okay.
code.
Oh, very cool.
That's
That's
it.
awesome. Okay.
And it's built, and we have multiple states. So we're in Texas, California, Washington, New York, Virginia. So we have multiple states. We're not expanded to all states at the moment, but about half of the country we have access to at the
How
moment.
about, how about the freezing cold Minnesota?
That doesn't ring a bell. I'm not exactly sure if we do, but we can always double check that.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Great question. Oh, we got a question here about Canada. So we do have Canadian customers, but in terms of live housing report, we don't have that market at the moment. That's definitely something we're trying to get working on at the moment. So in the meantime, you'll just have to use what's available in your jurisdiction. All right, folks. So this, what I just talked about so far is really the listing presentation, right? We understand that not everybody is getting listing appointments. So how else can we use the product, right? Let me go back here and talk about just different ways you can use the system. All right. So you have over 40 templates. Now, by far, most of our customers that are on our platform are listing agents, right? They use it for listings, and that's how they win, and that's how they get higher conversion rates. However, we have agents that are buyers, new agents. At the end of the day, is if you're willing to adopt the system and put in the work, you're going to do really well because we have various different activities you can do within the system. Another popular way people are using it for is buyer presentation. This is something that is we have a pre-built presentation for you. You just need to replace it with your own personal video. But a lot of the content is built in already. So, for example, the buyer agent services, this is unbranded. You can just use this as is. It's 89 things you do for your clients, and that's already preloaded for you. Same thing with buyer checklist. Again, it's unbranded, so you can just use this as is or replace with your own. And then the rest of the remaining content is really your own buyer agency agreement, a sample of a purchase agreement. So a lot of that stuff you already have, but instead of wasting time looking for this whenever someone is trying to figure out what they need to do, you can just have one single buyer page. Whenever you meet with a buyer, just send them the same link, right? And that keeps you organized. Now, I want to share with you also how people are using QR codes. Now, folks, feel free to put it in the chat window if you're using QR codes. Anybody? Are we using them? I hope we're using them. Now, a lot of times people are using them and they use it not really anticipating a whole lot of engagement, right? And getting conversions. Well, here's a couple of different tips for everyone here. Let me ask the group here. Have anybody used their QR codes this large before in front of their property? I'm seeing some smiles here, laughing. And I'm going to tell you this. This is an incredible strategy because it gets everybody's attention. And we are in the attention business, right, folks? We want people's attention. So this agent here in the Bay Area slaps on this, I think it's like 3 feet by 3 feet or 2 feet by 2 feet. It's huge, throws it right in the front. He got incredible engagements. And then he told me once he sold the property, he started prospecting around the community, walking and dropping off flyers. And people didn't know who he was, but they said to him, wait a minute, are you the one with that big QR code in front? So they recognized, and that really stood out to them. So he's now considered the guy with the big QR code in the Morgan Hill area. He's actually became the #1 realtor in the area as well after using Cato for some time. So I recommend use QR codes, make them big, but it's not just about making them large and getting the attention. Is once they scan it, where are you driving them to?
Hello there.
Right? So you want to make sure that when you go and sign in, when you scan the QR code, you want to be able to drive them to a page. And we have a template called Open House, right? And this is where you have all the information about that open house. It can be a video of you or the video of the property. You can have them fill out a form. You can even have a tile that talks about off-market opportunity, and all that is just a form for people to fill out. It's just for them to raise their hand. You're going to collect information directly on your phone. You can bring in local amenities directly within Cato. All the events, the parks, the restaurant, that's all automated for you. Your photo gallery. So this becomes really a property page, but it's really designed to be recycled in your marketing. Now, are we recycling our marketing? That's another question I want to ask the folks, right? We spend thousands of dollars on marketing a property over the years. Are we recycling what we've done in the past, folks? Like the photos, the assets? You know, a lot of times agents don't really have an answer for that because they haven't thought about that or don't really have a way to retain all that marketing. I'm gonna give you this quick example here. Again, I'm gonna use Adam Warwick. He's a great resource, folks. You can look him up online. Just type in Adam Warwick. He's ranked #1 in SEO in the Morgan Hill area. Just look him up. He uses Cato as a website. But what I really enjoy about what he does is that he uses Cato in a way where he recycles his past marketing. He puts it back into Cato. So all of his past listings, he highlights the performance. And if you click on any one of these, like for example, this property here that he sold over 100,000 asking, it's actually the original open house page he made in Cato, but he just changes the terminology to say just sold, and his original photos are here. This is what I mean by recycling your marketing efforts, right? All that money you're putting in, you should extend the life of that marketing. Don't just be happy with selling the property and be done. Make sure you can keep it always active because you never know when someone is going to view this page. Your client may want to see your past marketing, and if they go on Zillow and they go on another platform, they're not really going to see your marketing style. They're just going to see the very basic, and unfortunately, you're competing with all these other folks, and unfortunately, Zillow promotes other agents on your listings, right? That's a known fact. This is where you're controlling the entire narrative. So when they're on this page, you're telling them the performance. And even if you didn't sell over or there's nothing to really talk about, you just mentioned you sold it, like what he does here. You know, it may be sold under. You don't need to highlight that. You just say you sold the property. Maybe you don't have it. Maybe you did not even put it inside Cato. You can just upload photos. That's a quick way of just showing your work, some past videos, highlighting the performance. That's sufficient too as well. Going back here, I know I'm throwing a lot at everyone here, but I can tell you guys are catching on here. Should I keep going? Okay, I'm going to give you one more. We're going to give you one more tip that works really well. This is one, whether you use Cato or not, this is a very powerful way of using the product or a strategy on getting more referrals from your closing statement. I always ask agent this: how are we leveraging our closing statements, right? In terms of getting more business. Right. Most agents will say, well, I just give it to them or I have my escrow team. They'll just send them the statement. Here's the thing. April is right around the corner, tax season, right? So all the deals we did last year, ask yourself, how many deals did we close last year? 5, 10, 20, doesn't matter. Whatever that number of deals you closed last year is the exact number of opportunities you're going to have to get a referral now using Cato, because you're going to be able to do something like this. You can generate a closing page a statement inside Cato congratulating the seller or the buyer on moving into the new property and telling them you can personalize it with their name in here, and you're dropping in the closing statement in here, password protected, and you're giving it to them. But you're not just giving them the closing statement, you're giving them a way to let them see your homeowner resource guide. That's just a PDF or maybe a link to your contractor, your electrician, right? So your vendor list. But what you're doing here is you're giving them the statement that they're going to need because tax season is right around the corner, but you're asking them if they can refer a friend, right? Or they can also leave a 5-star Google review or a Zillow review. So this becomes your standard procedure. Every closing, what you want to do is send them this experience because you're giving them what they need, but then you're making it easy for them to change their address. You're making it easy for them to move. You're even giving them a housing report so they can even bookmark this page and come back to it so they can always get a live snapshot. And if you're really wanting to get more involved, you can even monthly update this with your own video of a standard monthly market update. Every client has their own personalized page. All right, folks. Let's talk about if any questions here before I go over to let's talk about pricing and how to get started. I'm sure folks here are wondering how to, what is this going to cost and how do we get going here? So when it comes to Cato, what you want to do is there's going to be when it comes to pricing, it is $39 month to month, folks. There is a $199 activation fee. But everybody on today's call is going to have an opportunity to get that 50% off as long as you start your trial with us and you schedule training with us. We're going to give you a personalized one-on-one training with this group here. So when you sign up and start your trial, we'll get on a call. We'll get you squared away within 30 minutes. We'll get you a working listing presentation, buyer presentation, ready to go to hit the market that day. That's how fast we work. But it's not for everyone. So you're going to have to fill out a form. Amy's going to drop a tally form, and that's a form for you to fill out and just answer the questions. And that helps us really tailor the training for where you are in your stage of your business. Let me just quickly go over the pricing here, though. It's $39 month to month. We don't put you on a contract. There is no contract here. It's month to month. And what you get is you get 10 active pages in a given month. The way you want to think about this is 10 active pages, meaning I can do 10 listing appointments. I can do 10 open houses. I can do 10 closing statement pages. Once you go beyond 10, you can turn them off to make more. That's not a problem. It's only 10 actively out there on the internet. That's what it means. When you start wanting to have higher capacity because you're trying to, recycle all your marketing, well, all of those pages in Cato has to remain active. That's when you want to be on the bigger plans that gives you eventually unlimited. So every plan increases in capacity, and you're going to be able to upload videos directly as you go from 39 to 59. You can even white label, meaning you can bring your domain in or a subdomain and white label the whole page, the whole URL. So just like what Adam does, his entire Cato pages have adamwork.com in it. So you can fully brand it as you see fit. If you want those live housing report, you want to be on the 99 and up plan. And then if you're working on a team with 2 or more users, then that's something where we would talk about a team plan, which is a plan where you're going to be able to take advantage of this specific feature set, but on a much more aggressive plan in terms of pricing. You'll benefit more from that if you have a 3 or more team. Does that make sense, folks? And all you have to do, Amy dropped it on the chat window here. You fill out the form, and we'll get you scheduled on training. She'll give you a phone call, get you trained up, schedule an appointment, and then it only takes 30 minutes to do the training. Hopefully, any other questions, folks?
I just wanted to ask Heather, Heather, how long have you been using Cato? And What plan are you on? What have you seen to be the big wins and what are clients saying?
So I've been on Cato since the end of last year, so just a few months. Right now, I'm still on the intro plan because I'm still trying to learn how to navigate around all the pages and stuff. Brooke primarily has to help me with that because I forget really fast. There's just a lot of things you can do within them. The listing presentation one is the one that I use the most. And I love that because I love the fact that I can drop my CMA, can put my own market report in. I do the net sheet. I'm looking at one of my pages that Brooke just built out for me right now. And then the video piece where you can record the video and explain everything that's there. I'm excited to meet with you. Like the one I'm going to send out is, okay, we're going to list your house in 2 weeks. Here's all of the stuff that we've discussed. It's all in one spot, etc. The other one I really like is the closing one, where you can go in, and I like the option of filming a video and asking for a review. I feel like if your clients are going to be watching that, they're probably going to write you a review right then because it's so easy for them to access that. And then we're going to need to upgrade our plan because we need to do the settlement statement one, because I would love to send that out in the next couple of months and ask everybody just to write us a review and give us a referral. So those are the main ones. And then the buyer page is great too. I think, you've got a client, you have a holiday or talk about your holiday one too that you've got.
Yeah, so what's great about our platform, I'll go back here, is that when you're in our system, you get access to our template. So we have, and when you're building out one of these pages, we have something called easy mode. And I know we all love easy mode, right, folks? So when you're in easy mode, you get access to all of our templates, right? And there's a section here called holidays. We have all the holidays mapped out for you. All the holidays. So you have 4th of July, right? You got Labor Day, right? You got Easter, right? I mean, February, right? Right around the corner, folks. And when you're using our templates, you can always preview what we've preloaded for you. And it gives you what I call like guardrails, right? It gives you an idea what to put in. A lot of it you can keep, some of it swap out, but basically have a little video. And then you have some content here. Some of them is very generic or very non-real estate competing, right? You're not using another realtor's information. It's very information that is acceptable. It's just linking them out. If you want to have your own, replace it with your own, and then throw in your live housing report. And you just, this is something where if you like this template, you hit create, and it copies out all that into your personal account, right? Ready for you to send out as a text message or as an email. Yes, all the templates are editable. So if you like this template, you just create it and you start editing it out as you see fit.
There's just a lot of options. And I think it looks super professional when you send it over in one link and everything is there. And you just barely launched the app, right? Because we haven't used the app yet. So that one's going to be even a bigger piece because I am on my phone so much. And you can go in and pre-build these out as well, so that you just go back in and customize them. You have your same listing presentation in there, so you're not having to go recreate the wheel every single time. Right, Michael?
Absolutely. Actually, what I just demonstrated is actually new late last quarter. So this is something where early on we're seeing tremendous traction with our customers, where they're spending a lot of times on the phone. They're not even using that dashboard. And a lot of times, like for example, the open house, it's being used. They'll use the open house page to drive people to the page, but this is what they're using the Cato app for. When they're done with the open house, they'll pull up the phone. They'll do a quick recap. Hey, thanks for seeing me today. If you wanted to, I just want to send you all the information that we went over. If you didn't get it from the flyer, and they will go text it out to all the people that entered the open house, but they put that video right in here from their phone, and it texts it out. So they don't have to be on the computer. They don't have to go back to the office. Right when the open house is over, they do the immediate follow-up and they text out to everybody from the app.
The open house one is another one that we're using because that's a great way to get people to sign in versus like having them write their information. You just require it and the seller requires that you sign in. Then you've captured their information and they get a message back too. So with all this information. So it's got all the information on the house. I think it's a great selling. I think like in your listing appointment with your seller, this is a tool that you can also show a seller, like we use technology. So we've really, really enjoyed it. It's been, you know, I like things to look professional, and I'm always just trying to improve how our stuff is going out to our customers. And like Michael said, I'm sending out, here's a link to my Zillow, here's a link to my Google. We've linked all of those in our pages so our clients can go straight in and just access everything in one link. So it's been, and then, you know, making a personalized video, I think just is the icing on the cake for them. So, but there's a lot of options in here, and I have a lot of learning still to do. So, or Brooke does.
And then don't get overwhelmed, folks, because I know I tend to do this always because I love talking about Cato, obviously, and I love sharing all the things that you can do. But we always recommend focus on one thing that you do well that's already in your business. So if you're a listing agent, you're already setting appointments, you're going to use it for primarily that. If you're the one that's doing a lot of open houses, it doesn't even have to be your open house. It can be other people open houses. You're using it for the open house. If you're working with a lot of buyers, you're using the buyer presentation. Nail that down. And when that becomes very comfortable, then you expand your business to market other ways. You're like going after expireds, right? FSBOs, right? Farming, right? So don't get overwhelmed trying to do all at once. Cato has all the capability, but we're going to grow with you. So focus on one small thing, and that's what we'll achieve when we do our first training together.
Yeah.
All right. Beautiful. Well, thank you so much, Heather, Kat,
Yeah.
for inviting me.
Does anyone have any questions other than what we've already asked? Nothing? Nope. All right. Well,
Sounds
thank
good.
you for coming on today. That was amazing. You guys, this really is a cool platform, so I encourage you to go check it out and look at it even further. Maybe schedule a demo and have Michael do a private with you. Again, we've really enjoyed it. So thanks again for coming on. And that's from Brooke. It's amazing. We wish you guys all a happy new year. And if there's anything we can do for you, please reach out, and we'll see you next month on the next webinar.
Hey, Heather, real quick, would you
Yes.
be willing to share one of your listing presentations or something that you've done in this platform?
Yeah, John, I will email it to you because I will have to go find one, but I'll send it
Okay.
over.
Okay,
Is that
hey.
okay?
Yeah, perfect. Thank you.
Okay, I'll send one
Appreciate it.
over. Okay. All right.
Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.